Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a case that could send shockwaves through the criminal justice system. We've got a defendant facing a laundry list of serious charges: unlawful possession of a firearm, multiple failures to register as a sex offender, and the terrifying possibility of a life sentence. Let's break down exactly what's on the line here. This case has all the drama: convictions from 2008 and 2010, allegations of habitual felony status, and a judge who's not pulling any punches. Stay tuned because this story is just getting started. And trust me, it's going to get intense.
You have been indicted for the third-degree felony of unlawful possession of a firearm by a felon committed on or about January 5th, 2023 in Jefferson County, Texas. And if that were the only allegation, but it's not. The indictment goes on to allege that you have a 2008 conviction for failing to register as a sex offender, a third-degree felony out of the 366th District Court of Collin County, Texas. After that was final, according to this indictment, in paragraph 3, it is alleged you committed the felony of another failure to register as sex offender, and were finally convicted of that on June 29th, 2010, out of the Criminal District Court 7 of Dallas County, Texas. If all of this was found true, you're a habitual felon offender, which means you were looking at no less than 25 nor more than 99 years confinement or life imprisonment, a minimum of 25 years in prison, minimum. It hardly gets more serious.
Now let's pause and break down this motion to alter bond conditions. The defense attorney is requesting a removal of the GPS monitor in home confinement for the defendant. This is huge because the guy's alleged to be a habitual felon, and usually that means extra restrictions. But the attorney argues there's been full compliance with previous conditions, no issues, no missed court dates, nothing. Is the court being too harsh? Or are they right to be extra cautious given this guy's past? With a criminal history like his, the judge is definitely in a tough spot here.
So, what to do today?
Judge, I have filed a motion to alter his bond conditions. He's currently on house arrest with a GPS device. He has been compliant with all of his bond conditions so far. He has not had any issues with the ankle monitor or with his home confinement. At minimum, I would request that we remove the home confinement if you would like to keep him on a GPS device, but our request would be to remove both of those bond conditions, as he's not a flight risk. He has showed up every time that he has a court date. He's easy for me to get in contact with. He's easy for
State
to get in contact with.
Is there a prosecutor?
It's Mr. Boyd.
Mr. Boyd, you want to sound in on this at all?
I'm sorry, I was looking at stuff at trial.
I understand.
What is the?
He's
I'm requesting to have his GPS and his home confinement taken off of his bond conditions.
He's alleged to be a habitual offender.
Yes, Your Honor.
And what the problem I have with that right off the bat is he's got convictions for failing to register as a sex offender. I mean, you've been convicted of not following mandates.
From almost 20 years ago, Judge. I apologize.
Then why, if it's so long ago, why do you think the law says it can be included to enhance? Because it's still relevant. I mean, it's just unfortunately the way things are, criminal history, and here unlawful possession of a firearm by a felon is put you at 25 to life. No, he's gonna. I don't want him ambling about except for he is free to leave for the certain conditions of freedom that we make when you're on home confinement, and that is to and from work, to and from medical, to and from food, to and from lawyer.
What about church? He was asking me about being able to attend church on Sunday.
What about church?
Hold up. Did the judge just say the defendant should have been attending church earlier in life to make better decisions? Talk about a punch to the gut. While it's easy to say someone should have made different choices, this is a real turning point. The judge is making a moral argument, pointing out that maybe some of this misconduct could have been avoided with better decision-making. But does religion really fix past crimes? Or is it just an attempt to shift blame away from the system? This case is filled with contradictions. What do you think? Is this a valid critique or an oversimplification?
Will he be able to attend?
What do you want asking?
Well, I was actually kind of attend church.
What church is that?
I'm not from here. I just go to random.
You don't
churches.
even have a plan yet. When you got a plan, let me know, sir. But I'm a regular churchgoer, so I understand that it's important to me. It's important to you. It ought to be, because it helps you make good moral decisions. Should have been going to church maybe earlier, and some of this misconduct wouldn't have occurred. But nonetheless, it's never too late to start making the right choices. But let us know. I don't allow you just to, well, I'm going to go to some church in San Antonio that I figured out. No, you're not leaving there. You're going to be working out of the house, but you can go to and from for certain things. And ironically, I was thinking about it. That's what I do. I seldom venture outside the mandates I make for others. And then people start railing on about how disappointed they are. I'm enjoying the freedoms, and I'm really staying within the same bounds. I'm order people who are on home confinement to and from work, to and from necessaries, food, from lawyer, church, fine. I don't have a problem with that either. And if there are other requests that you need, let us know, and then I'll pass that on to the bondsman so that they can help monitor this. But you've lost freedoms because of criminal history. It's just normal and customary. We don't want any more misconduct. But every felony you commit hereafter that's above a state jail felony, sir, it's charged at 25 to life as an habitual felon. What was this, marijuana in here too? Drugs too?
Okay, we've hit a critical point. The defendant has admitted his past, including failing to register as a sex offender, and now it's all coming back to haunt him. His criminal history is laid bare. His two separate convictions, the prison time, and the fact that this case has been dragging on for nearly 20 years. This isn't just a legal issue anymore. It's personal. His life is on the line, and this court case may very well determine his future. But with his complex history, can we really expect a fair ruling? How much does the past really dictate his future here? Let me know your thoughts.
Have you begun following all the rules yet of law?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You've been in prison 2 separate times. That's not enough. Isn't that right?
Yes, sir. I only been.
You've been convicted on 2 separate occasions. Failing to register as a sex offender back in 2008. What were you on probation for that?
Yes, sir.
Regular probation, I presume.
I'm deferred. I'm on deferred.
It was not revoked. It would have to be in here. If it wasn't, we got to deal with it. If it's a deferred, it shouldn't be listed in the Dorn indictment. This is all the only thing that's supposed to be listed are final convictions. But look, Mr. Palmore, don't act like I can't believe it's not butter. This is your life. Isn't this one of the most important things that have ever happened to you? You don't know what type of probation you were on?
No, I was on deferred, Your Honor.
And it was not revoked.
Well, I went to prison for the failure to register.
For the next one, you mean the second one that's alleged here in 2010 out of the Criminal District Court of Dallas?
I was in prison, Your Honor.
Sir,
2000.
how did you get in prison on the first charge of '08? Did you said you were on probation for? Was it because of the next conviction in this 2010 event in Dallas County?
No, Your Honor, the original charge was in 2005. I ended up getting probation and I violated for, not, failing to register. And then.
Okay, and then they revoked you in 2008.
Yes, sir.
And okay, so and you were sentenced to how much time?
4 years.
4 years. Okay. Thereafter that occurred, then this says you were convicted in 2010
I was in prison.
in Criminal District Court 7 of Dallas County in June 29th, 2010.
I was in prison. I went to prison in 2008 and I was released in 2012.
Okay. Do you have copies of those convictions? Thank you. Let's fix this. So that you know, and we all know, but the way it's indicted.
So there you have it. This case is anything but simple. A defendant with a long history of failures, a judge trying to balance compassion with caution, and a looming trial date that could change everything. The legal stakes are sky high. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns. We'll keep bringing you the drama and insights. Until next time, stay tuned for more.
It's different from what you're telling me you understand the situation you're in. So and the judgments will show everything. Anyway, how much, what are we doing?
He's requesting his case be set for trial, Judge.
Okay. It will be set for trial and, who is the lawyer on that? Okay. Set this for the fast track, please. I want this thing tried really quickly. We're going to move this above the other cases. You're not retained.
I am retained.
You are retained. Okay. All right. Get ready because we got to get to the bottom of this. These are things that now date back to '08, and that's 17 years.